Alright, so today I would like to show you guys how to deal with Reina's Sentai Mix-Up, or more commonly known as the 442 Mix-Up, right? Because this goes into Sentai stands, into a lot of options that Reina has. I do have to mention that even after showing you guys all of these options and like things that you can do to counter each of her Sentai moves, this is still a very good move, regardless. It does lose its tracking in like the latest update, but that doesn't matter. And it is still pretty overtuned. Like, even with like the counterplay that I'm about to show, it's still very good. Alright, let's start this by showing you guys what are the most common options that Reina players do out of 442, right? So the most common you would see is 442 Sentai 3. Sentai 3 is a homing high, and it is the fastest option out of Sentai, right? As you can see, 442 into Sentai gives +2 on block, which means you can't interrupt the Sentai 3. So, what most people would do is just duck the Sentai 3, right? Now the problem is when you duck the Sentai 3, a Reina player can always do Sentai 2, which is the mid option. Now these two options, they're not fuzzyable at all, right? You'll always have to guess which one's which, because they're one frame apart. Sentai 2 is 13, Sentai 3 is 12. So then you think, well, at this point I just have to guess whether it's Sentai 2 or Sentai 3, right? It's kind of ridiculous, it's kind of powerful. With this one option that I'm about to show you, you can actually beat 5 options out of Sentai. So first these two options, and then there's a few more, which I'll show after I show this. What you can do is to simply dig jab. Beat Sentai 3, and it will beat Sentai 2. Look at that. No worries whatsoever. Not only that, it would beat every homing options out of Sentai. Can you believe that she has 3 homing options out of Sentai? It's ridiculous. So she has the grab, which is homing. She has the Sentai 3. And she also has the low, which is actually homing. I never really noticed this. Which is kind of crazy. But yeah, it's homing. You can see the icon on the hit property there when I did it. 3 homing options out of Sentai. So they really don't want you to step her in Sentai Mix-Up. But all of her homing options, you can dig jab. And Sentai 2. And also one more option that she has in Sentai that you can dig jab is Sentai 1+2. Bang. Easy. You don't have to deal with these 5 mix-ups anymore. But it is, again, this is why I say earlier, it's still a very good stance, is because there's 2 options that she can do that the dig jab will not beat, which is the power crush and yes, the Sentai 4, because he goes over the dig jab and you did not recover in time to block it. But it's actually a different thing you can do to defeat these 2 options. which is just to simply sidestep to the right very slightly. It doesn't even have to be that much. Look. So now it is a lot more easier to handle Reina's offense from 442 with just one move, just a dig jab. Now again, still it's not like, you know, the end of the world for us Reina players, because you can still mix it up. Although now it is, after everyone learned that you can do this, it is a lot more risky to take the slow Sentai 4 option or to do the punishable Sentai 1. Right, so now we know how to deal with all, for like most of these Sentai mix-ups. Like all of it, basically, right? But, you know, what if you don't want to take the risk and dig jab? Do a dig jab, right? Now I'm gonna show you guys each how to sidestep each move. So obviously you can't sidestep the homing options, which is the grab, the Sentai 3, and the low. But every other mid is sidesteppable. So the first one is Sentai 2. Is easily steppable to the left side of your character. Only left, you can't do this to the right. And there's that. Now we got Sentai 1+2. Now this is steppable to the right. Same goes with Sentai 1. Same goes with Sentai 4. But Sentai 4 is actually steppable to both sides. But again, like, you know, it's a lot harder to guess which side to sidestep on. Which is why I think doing a dig jab is the best option to beat her Sentai mix-up. Because, you know, it kills 5 options out of the 7 she has. And, you know, just having 7 is just stupid, in my opinion. From that stance, because it's so good. It's overwhelming your opponent. It's just very heavy on pressure and all that. And yeah, I think that's about all there is to it about this mix-up. So you know how to step each option, you know how to step, you know how to, you know, just deal with like 5 of the options with 1 button. Now if we're talking general, like, counterplay to Reina, that's gonna be like a different video. You know, this is specifically just for dealing with 442 Sentai mix-up. You know, if you want a video on like how I personally play Reina or how to counter Reina, yeah, you know, shout it out in the comments below. Say like, oh, you know, like that video, or you know, leave a like, maybe 10 likes, and I'll make a video about it. I don't know, man. But yeah, I think that's about it.